The next speaker is Greg Berezowski, the entrepreneur, founder, and chief executive officer of NapoleonCat. Greg will share with us on the importance of data in expanding your SaaS business. So please meet Greg. Greg, you can contact us. How are you?
Hello guys. Can you hear me and see me?
Yeah. Everything is really great.
Okay. So
We
thanks
are
for
ready
the.
to get your insights about the data and about the value you can give for SaaS.
Sure. I will share my well, maybe not the whole story, but of course this will be my subjective perspective on uh, how data can be leveraged, or actually how important it is to be able to collect and analyze certain data to grow your business. And this will be from uh, our perspective, meaning a B2B SaaS business that focuses on small and medium-sized companies uh, operating for a long time locally from in Poland, and deciding to expand globally or internationally. So this will be, mm, I think, a bit of an expansion on what Dmitro has just uh, said about the importance of knowing your customer, but also knowing your business.
Looks great.
So I'll try to share the other screen with the presentation. Can can you see it? Yeah. Okay.
Yep, everything's okay.
Yeah. All right. So I need uh, to turn on the clock because I have the tendency uh, to take too much time. So I'll try to be brief this time and not bore you with too much details.
Our last speaker is in video recording, so feel free to tell us the more details. And I think that we will maybe have some questions.
So just to give you a bit of context about ourselves, NapoleonCat is a social media customer engagement platform, and we basically help businesses interact with their current and future customers at scale across different social media platforms. So what it means in practice is that if your business is present across social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, etc. Uh, Using our tool, you can integrate all those channels in one place, um, integrate content scheduling and publishing from one place to multiple channels. But what is even more important nowadays, especially for um, consumer brands, is to integrate all the conversations and engagement points uh, from across different social media uh, platforms in one place in order to effectively manage those conversations, manage those interactions, and give your customers uh, better experience, faster customer service, faster help with the sales process, etc. And as I said at the beginning, mm, uh, for quite some time we operated locally on the Polish market. We are from Poland, and being myself as this business founder, having roots in the digital advertising market. Of course, I targeted this product to advertising agencies that I knew very well. I knew their problems very well. I knew most of people in the industry personally. They knew me, so it was easy to make contacts, make connections, and make sales. And we intimately knew all of our customers. We knew all about them. We were able to trace their moves, understand their needs without even having to talk to them, because uh, we have been in the same situation, or we were in the same situation as they were uh, before. But as we started growing internationally, uh, it became much trickier um, to understand those customers, to talk to them. We have this, I would say, standard model of sales um, mm, where we sell to incoming leads. We collect those leads through our marketing activities, and we do not do any outbound sales. So we do not have a sales force that does research on the customer and then targets a specific customers. We cast a broad net, and then mm, we try to convert those leads that are trialing our product. And in general, this business strategy works. We have about 1,000 customers right now, and United States, the U.S. market is our main market at the moment. But we have customers across all different continents, from New Zealand, and New Zealand is a continent according to the recent discoveries of scientists, to Asia, Africa, Europe, of course, and both Americas. And they are also from all walks of life. So they are not just marketing agencies anymore. It still is an important mm, segment of the market for us, an important niche. But we also have customers that are large brands, small business owners, churches, even, or other religious organizations, government organizations, etc. So those are very different businesses, and their use cases are different. And at the beginning, when we were small, we did not have the or did not feel the need to collect too much data on our customers, because, as I said, we knew them well. So we did most of our basic business analytics in Excel. But of course, as it grew, as our business grew, it was getting more and more difficult. And it was only showing us a small fraction of our business. In general, we knew how we are growing, basic KPIs such as ARPA or churn. We knew them well, but we did not really know which groups of customers, for example, were churning, or who's a more worthy uh, segment for us. And also, our data about the customers was really dispersed. We had several systems that collected user and customer data, such as billing system, the licensing system, some marketing tools that we implemented on our app website, within our application, etc. And we basically try to connect those apps to interexchange the data. But it was all done in a not very well planned way, I would say. And as we grew, as more tools, as we added more tools that collected customer data, it was becoming more and more um, mm, complex. The whole system was becoming more and more complex, and basically we had the problem of data consistency, because the systems were talking to them directly to themselves, exchanging different data, integrations done by different developers at different points of time with different needs. So the data were not consistent in from one system or one place to another, and we felt like I would say running in the fog of war. If you play computer games like strategy games or RPG, you might be familiar with the term. Like when you explore the territory, you see a bit of it, but the rest is covered with the fog, and you don't really know what to expect, and can't see it clearly. And this was our challenge with our customers. We had customers all over the globe of various sizes, but we did not know them very well. And I remember the quote, but I don't remember which wise person said it. Probably it was one of those American investors that said that a data analyst should be one of the first 10 people you hire at your tech startup. And in our case, it was a 20th person. Of course, maybe if you yourself are a very technical person, are able to set up the entire analytics stack, and you know what you're doing with the data, then you might not need such a person at the beginning. But the role as such has to be there in technical businesses, especially those that target large markets and need to rely on large number of data to draw conclusions from it. And so the first thing this person did was completely destroying our data ecosystem and rebuilding it almost from scratch with the central hub being our data warehouse that is responsible for collecting all the all the data about our users and about our customers in one place, and exchanging them with different systems that we have, and making sure that the data is consistent, and the data is up to date in every system, so that we are sure that we have one source of truth, and we we can trust the data. And of course, adding another tool, another source of data, or destination, data destination, like visualization platform, is much easier. And then the second thing we did was getting to know our customers better and their intents better, or our users better, because not all users unfortunately become customers, not yet. So of course this is a very simple idea, but it came to us quite late, that we did profiling, or we ask a few questions to the people that sign up to our app. We ask them what kind of business they represent, what they are most interested in terms of jobs to be done that they want to do with our tool, and a few more things like whether they are looking for a tool just for themselves, or maybe for a larger team. And this helped us distill better knowledge as to whom we should be targeting, whom it is more effective to target. For example, we discovered that people that are looking for a tool for a team, as opposed to people looking for a tool for themselves, are 5 times more likely to convert to a customer, from a lead to a customer in our case. So this means that if we focus on this kind of people, it will be easier for us to get new customers. The same goes for specific features or specific jobs to be done that they want to achieve. And so we knew who converts better and who buys our product. But this is just part of the story, because you also want to know how what is the business potential in those customers, because in SaaS business, of course, you are not only interested in selling a product, but even more importantly, in keeping the customer to repurchase it every month or every year, depending on your subscription period. So you want to know what is his lifetime value, how likely is he to churn, and pick those segments that are the most economically viable to you. So what we did was integrating our analytics stack and our financial stack with ChartMogul. ChartMogul is one of those SaaS data analytics platforms available on the market. And we chose this one because it is quite flexible in enabling us to analyze different segments of customers, adding our own parameters or data to the customer records, so we can perform different analysis. And thanks to that, we discovered the segment of customers that is 3 times whose ARPA is 3 times higher than average, who has much lower churn than average, whose lifetime value is 3 times higher than average. And based on that, we are able to adjust our activities, our marketing activities, but also product development towards those this segment of customers that is that brings us most money, and that sees the most value in our product, because if those customers are able to pay more, they stay with us for a longer time. It means that they see a higher value, or they attach higher value to our product for their business. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just take this group of customers and look for customers similar to them. But to get to this point, to find this this segment, we needed to get our data right. We needed to also experiment with this data, meaning that we had to put certain hypotheses and test them with data in order to find the one that in our opinion is best for our business. So getting your data right, making sure that it's consistent across your different platforms or different tools that your marketing, that your sales, that your product teams use is critical. And connecting this with your financial data is the second step to grow your business. And then of course it's a never-ending story. It's like maybe not building or fixing the plane while flying, but it's more like upgrading the plane while flying. And I guess this makes it even more exciting. And lastly, I heard that Dmitro said or advised not to take money from the VC. We went a different path and had VCs on board, took money from VCs, and of course it's a different game, but it's equally interesting as bootstrapping. But when you decide to go that route, and when you want to talk to the VCs, you have to, of course, be able to speak their language. And data helps you with that. Knowing your business KPIs intimately is I would say the fundamental thing when you want to seek VC funding, because you have to show them that you know your business well, that you know where your money comes from, and of course where it goes. And you have to be able to build a predictable model that will convince them that you know how to invest the money that you're taking or that you want to take from them in the growth of your company. So you need to have this data in place, and you need to be able to show them what knowledge in terms of business growth you draw from your data. So having said that, I would like, if there is one conclusion that I would take from this talk, is that you think hard whether you need a data analyst or you have someone in your team that can perform this role, so that you get all your user and financial data straight, and that you can uh, be certain that this data is correct, and you can draw conclusions from it. Mm, I was convinced that I am able to do it myself, but it turned out that I know nothing about it. So hiring a data analyst, an experienced data analyst, was one of those smart decisions that we have made. So thank you very much for your time. If you would like to contact me, feel free to email me or find me on social media, as of course I am present on all the platforms since it's my business.
Greg, thank you for a great speech. My school teacher of physics loved to tell that math is the queen of science, but at the same time, the servant of the physics. So in your case, data, it's really a very great thing, which is the queen of business. We have just a few questions. The first one is about the challenges. What will challenge the Napoleon Cat in 2023? Which the main challenges do you see for your company for the next year?
Uh, well, I guess the biggest challenge for all of us is global economic and political uncertainty, and this has affected businesses globally already, and this is a huge unknown for us in the coming year, unfortunately. So we did the financial planning, for example, for the next year, and we try to factor as many as many elements as possible into our financial planning, such as inflation, for example. And at the end of the day, we know that we can only approximate uh, our end year result or next year results, because economy is unstable at the moment. So yeah, I would love to be able to tell you what the biggest challenge is, but except the fact that it's uncertainty, I'm not really able to say much more.
Yeah, I understand you. Now, our main business is still in Ukraine, so in case of Ukraine, the level of unpredictability is even much more higher than the whole world, which is in panic and waited for the recession. One more question. It's about the trends. What are the main trends in SaaS marketing? Are you going to wait?
The main trends in SaaS marketing, that it's one of the interesting trends is that is uh, like the barrier to enter gets lower and lower. Like you have all the bricks. Like there is a SaaS app for everything now. So you can build your SaaS business almost from the ready-made blocks that you have on the market. So it also means that there is more and more competition on the market that moves quickly, and uh, yeah, the scene gets pretty crowded, uh, and it will it will get even more crowded. I could also, of course, tell about the rapid development of artificial intelligence, but I heard that Mitro mentioned it already. Like if you take a look at your LinkedIn feed, last week everyone was talking about GPT-3 and how scary it is because it can write code, it can answer your customers' emails, it can write articles for your blog, it can, well, luckily it can't accompany your wife to a date yet, but
But maybe it
otherwise,
will be possible soon.
yeah, I heard that Elon Musk is building this humanoid thing. So yeah, the future is interesting, and of course, artificial intelligence will be reshaping the market. But of course, as always, it will. I mean, we can see it as a threat, and the fact that it's much easier to enter the market. Also might be seen as a threat from the perspective of existing businesses, but also it is an opportunity for the new ones to flourish. So I don't know if it's the answer to your question, but
Yeah, it seems okay. Maybe the last one more question. We were discussing with all speakers about new markets. St. Paul's shared their experience with Latam, how they entered in Turkey, how they left Turkey, how they are going to reopen Turkey in this year. What are the main market challenges for you for the next year where you are going to expand?
as I said at the beginning, we are casting quite a wide net, but we are focusing on the US market. Since it is the largest one, we have our target group are basically small and medium-sized enterprises, and there are 30 million of them in United States alone. So if we have a thousand customers at the moment, there is still a huge opportunity to grow on just one market. I mean, such a big market. Even if it's competitive, it is relatively easy to play on this market compared to other regions from our perspective.
Thanks for this feedback. Greg, thank you for your speech, for transparent answering the questions. A great tool which making people's life easier and not such complicated. So I want you to say thank you for joining us today. Have a great day, and I will love to see you. Thank you. And
thank
bye.
you, Anton. Thanks for inviting me, and yeah, we are all rooting here for Ukraine and for your people. So
Thanks,
good
and
luck,
thanks
if
for
I may
support
say
one
so.
more time.